The Nissan X-Trail has come a long way in 20 years. Where it used to be a rather off-road skewed, boxy and maybe unfashionable SUV, it's clearly morphed into something else for 2023. It's now a really comfortable, spacious, dare I say, upmarket SUV. The 2023 Nissan X-Trail is an all-new car, and what we have here today is the TIL top-of-the-range internal combustion model. It's priced from around $57,000 to $58,000 drive away, which to me sounds like great value for what is a top-spec medium SUV. So what's the all-new Nissan X-Trail like? Well, we're going to find out the answer to that question today by taking this thing for a bit of a drive, poking around the cabin and seeing what it has to offer in general. Let's go. As mentioned, our Nissan X-Trail is a top-of-the-line TIL model, making it the most expensive petrol-powered X-Trail you can buy for your money. Its price starts from $52,990 before on-roads and costs, or about 57 to 58 grand drive away, depending on where you live in Australia. Standard gear for the money includes a 2.5 litre naturally aspirated engine with a constantly variable transmission and on-demand all-wheel drive. As a side note, Nissan also offers a hybrid e-power version of the same car, which costs around $57,190 before on-roads, or give or take 4 grand more expensive than our regular petrol-powered X-Trail TIL that we're testing today. Jumping behind the wheel of the Nissan X-Trail for the first time, and you definitely get a sense of quality, or more that the brand's tried to move the product up market. Let's start with these seats because they're absolutely fantastic. In TIL trim like this test car, they are clad in Napa leather, which is soft, supple and looks good. They are heated, electrically adjustable and with great lumbar support too, which makes them feel really comfortable and more upmarket with where the brand is going. You start looking at the rest of the interior and you start feeling the same way too. You've got this lovely vinyl stitched dashboard that's nice and soft and squishy. You've got this faux wood grain trim that again looks better than regular plastic. And these two large screens in front of you definitely speak to a touch of modernity. We've got a 12.3-inch display in front of the driver that's highly configurable, easy to use and supported by a head-up display in front, and a 12.3-inch infotainment screen that does wireless Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto, and also features a 10-speaker Bose premium audio. We haven't even got to those other points yet, like that fancy big sunroof and its heated steering wheel as well. There's no denying the sense of quality in this cabin, and there's no denying the X-Trail has certainly moved upmarket with this new generation. Jumping in the second row of the X-Trail quickly reveals how spacious of a car it is. It all starts with this high seat base or high hip point that makes it easy to get in and out of the car, but also gives you a great vantage point in and down through the cabin. It feels airy, it feels spacious, and your kids are going to love spying on you from the back. In terms of space, this is my seating position. I'm about 6 feet tall, and as you can see, I've got heaps of room. I can put my feet underneath the seat in front, my knees are well clear of the seat back, my upper body has plenty of room too, and my head well clear of the headlining, despite there being a large panoramic sunroof. In terms of cool features, we've got this cool pop-up blind, that's great for kids, 2 rear air vents, some climate controls, a USB-A and a USB-C port, and heat controls for the outboard seats just in case you get a bit nippy. In terms of second row space, I think the Nissan X-Trail was easily one of the best in class, and I personally love this 40-20-40 seating arrangement, which means you can load big things through the middle whilst having guests in the back. How good is that for a bit of versatility? Coming as standard fit on X-Trail TIL models is a hands-free electric tailgate, which opens up to reveal a massive boot. You've got 585 litres of storage here, or if you fold the second row flat, 1,424 litres of storage, turning it into a massive cargo hauler. But that's not all. There's some other nice features here too, like an adjustable boot floor that's variable with 2 sections, meaning you can hide some stuff or extend the space, which is quite handy. A power outlet, and even a space-saving spare wheel under the boot floor as well. In terms of a car for a young family, this is an excellent cargo space and you'll have no problem throwing stuff in it. So what's the Nissan X-Trail like to drive? Well, the first thing you notice behind the wheel is the wonderful view that you have. A lot of modern SUVs have these squashed roofs, small glass house, makes the car feel compact and little, whereas this thing feels bright and airy. It's a nice refreshing change. In terms of the powertrain, we've got a 2.5 litre 4-cylinder engine with 132 kilowatts and 244 newton meters, sending power through a CVT auto. Now hold your breath there, this automatic transmission is absolutely fantastic for a CVT. A lot of people say they're a bit moany, they're a bit stretchy, but this one is bloody good. You put your foot down, it sort of shifts down, it acts like a torque converter, it's really responsive. And to be honest, it's really polite too. It doesn't make much noise and it feels great to use. In terms of ride quality and NVH, this car is exceptional too. Around town it's comfortable. We're driving in an inner city environment at the moment where the road's a bit patchy and tatty, and the car feels lovely to traverse these roads. And you don't really hear much either, even up at pace on the motorway. I've been running this car up and down the freeway from the Southern Highlands district of New South Wales, and I've got to say on the freeway it's really quiet as well. Nissan have done a great job with sound insulation in this car, which helps it feel upmarket again. The steering is the only thing I don't like about it. If anything, it's a bit light and washy, and off centre it's a little bit vague, but you do get used to it. You may begin to oversteer the car, put too much input in to begin with, but over time you will learn about it. In terms of fuel usage too, Nissan recommends about 7.8 litres on a combined cycle. We're seeing about 8.5, so it's not too bad and not too far from the claim. Overall, it's just a really likeable car. It's comfortable, it's spacious, you can see out of it, it does everything you want it to do, and to be honest, it's priced quite sharp too. This 2.5 litre driveline is used across all cars, same with the all-wheel drive system as well, and it definitely feels fair for the money. For sub $60,000, you're getting a pretty premium feeling car here, and I've got to say, I do have a lot of newfound respect for the Nissan X-Trail. So what's the Nissan X-Trail like? Well, to be honest, it's an absolute cracker and probably one of my favourites in the class. Let's start with its size. It's proportioned really well and just right. It's not too big on the outside, but it's plenty spacious on the inside, with a great first row, an excellent second row for kids, adults combined, as well as a fantastic boot, which gives you room for kids sport, room for growing adults and bikes and things like that. It's a really usable package overall. And then there's the styling and the way it drives. It feels genuinely upmarket behind the wheel. It's quiet, it's composed, and in TIL spec like we have here, almost a luxurious car. There's Napa leather seats, sunroofs, premium audio. It's just a really compelling car for what is a sub 60 grand mainstream SUV. This new X-Trail is definitely worth test driving, so get out there and have a drive of it if you're thinking about buying a medium SUV anytime soon. So if you've got any questions on the all-new 2023 Nissan X-Trail, let us know in the comments section below. And as usual, please like and subscribe to our channel to be kept up to date with the latest and greatest car reviews in Australia.